Welcome to the 20th Annual 2017 Educational Media Awards Ceremony, hosted by our own Sean Clark from Strategic Communications. This year, we were very fortunate to be able to present the Educational Media Awards ceremony in the Digitorium at the Seminole campus of St. Pete College, where we had a near-capacity crowd to enjoy the students' Night in the Lights.
Hi, welcome to Digital Learning. I'm Connie Kolosey, Director of Media Text and Digital Learning, and I have Laura Woods with me here today. And Laura is the project coordinator for Library Media. And we're going to share with you today an exciting event that just took place here at the end of May called the Emma Awards. And we saw a little clip of the beginning of that. Laura, tell us about the Emma Awards. What does Emma stand for?
Emma's is the Educational Media Awards, and it started with Jim Harbin, who is it's a state honorarium award that kids around the state of Florida receive or work for in the field of media production and videos. And the kids can, as they apply and in their districts, they then, if they get their highest awards, they then go forward and are actually in the Jim Harbin Awards competition.
Wow. So what age groups participate in this?
Well, we do K through 5, and then 6 through 8, and 9 through 12.
Okay.
This year we celebrated the K through 5 group, and it was a very cool event. The kids had a wonderful time.
So what does it take to pull off the event that we're going to see bits and clips of here?
Well, we start out at the beginning of the year. We send out the invitations through broadcast teachers and the library media specialists. And that invitation asks, do you want to do the Emmas? And if they do, then we send out the information and the kids start working on their projects. And the project will last throughout the year, or at least until February. They send us in February their videos and all the paperwork, the copyright and the storyboards and all that. And then after that, we take them. We've already found judges, and then those pieces are judged. After they're judged, the first through third place awards in all 11 categories are then sent to be prepared for the actual ceremony itself. We don't tell the kids who got what. We just tell them, guess what? You are in the finals. So we need a 30-second clip and we need a full video from you so that we can prepare the presentation. And then we work at putting the videos together, putting a PowerPoint together, putting the script together. It's huge. And then after that, that's just that's the behind the stage work. And then in front of the stage, we get it all together and carry it with us to where we're presenting. And this year we were very lucky. We were able to go to the St. Petersburg Seminole campus of the Digitorium.
A Digitorium.
The Digitorium.
So what is a Digitorium?
The Digitorium is this phenomenal room at the college that is all technology. The room has a screen that's surround. It's a round screen, and it literally looks like surround sound and surround panorama. And we had 2 videos going on one side. We had the logo in the middle. The stage was set beautifully. It was wonderful. And the coolest part was they were ready for us. It took us 20 minutes to set up. That's never happened ever. It was fabulous. But what was cooler was the fact that the kids could go one way, then up the ramp, across the stage, get their trophy, smile at everybody, see their video on the big screen, and then they go back to their seat.
So it feels like a real awards night.
Yes, it's our version of the Oscars.
So we have a little bit of clip of what it takes to get that facility set up. Let's take a look.
Okay.
How fun and a lot of work.
Yes, it is, but it's worth it.
So you mentioned that there's 11 categories.
Yes.
And what are some of those things? I'm not going to quiz you off the top of your head.
Well, being that I put it all together, let me see, I can do this. We start with animation, and then we go to comedy, and we have documentary and drama and instructional, and we also do news shows, news features, and news videos, and I think I missed a couple.
But anyway, it's a big array of
Right.
possibilities. So it's wherever the child feels that their talent lies.
Exactly, whatever they're interested in.
So with the time that it takes to put all this together, how do we line that up with the need for advancing academically and taking the instructional time to do this? What do we get from it?
Well, the kids are working on reading, they're working on language, writing. Writing's huge because they're working on storyboards. They have to have something in writing to give to their the sponsor or the teacher of the broadcast class, whoever is taking care of this piece, or the library and media specialist. And once they've done that and it passes muster there, then they take it to the next stage, which is starting to create and put their pieces together. But the value of it is basically the kids are learning responsibility, they're learning to complete projects, they're doing it themselves, and they are learning along the way, and they're having a lot of fun, don't even realize they're learning as they go, which is the best piece.
So it's true project-based learning.
Oh, absolutely.
And they are really employing all kinds of communication skills,
Yes.
and graphic arts and organization. So we had a chance to, this takes a lot of work from the sponsors at the schools who are working with these kids to do this. And we got a few comments from them. Let's hear what they have to say about it.
Okay.
This program is extremely valuable. To watch the kids create and start with their own stories, and then cast themselves or cast their friends, and then directing, all the way through to the editing. They learn so much, and they learn so much working together and watching their vision come to life. And then they love watching when the audience reacts to their movies too.
It motivates the kids to produce. They know that their project, this is like the only, when we do, I work in an art school. Perkins is a magnet art school, so we have everything from dance and drama, video production, music, violin, keyboards, everything you can think about. But out of all the things we do, video production is the only one that the kids can actually write, produce, star in, edit, direct, do everything, sound, special effects. They get to do the whole gambit. Whereas the other focus groups, they can't just write a drama play or things like that. But when they are doing it, when we start in the beginning of the year, we use this as a little bit of a, motivational thing. We want to make it to the Emmas, and it's nice for them to be with their peers. Also, get to see every other movie that's also being made, also, which is kind of fun too.
Wow, that's exciting. So I wonder how they pick the kids to get involved, and how the kids recruit, because this is a lot of time and energy on the part of the kids as well. I imagine not just during the school day, there's probably some after-hour time as well.
Different schools do it different ways, but a lot of the schools have a sort of mini competition where the kids will come up with their ideas and they submit them, and then those ideas are then judged there at the school to see if they're worthy of becoming an Emma. And then those students once they're picked, then they start the process.
And so the teachers again have talked to us a little about how they get their kids involved. Let's hear again from them.
Okay.
We have a pretty big group of students at our school at Perkins that love doing this, and they just, as soon as they finish one, they start on their next script, and or they work on another friend's movie, and it's an ongoing thing we have. So it's something they look forward to.
It's a complete year-long project. You start them in, because the first thing you do is you start talking to them about ideas. Okay, you want to narrow them. You'll have kids coming, Mr. Topper, I need a hot air balloon and a speedboat. I'm like, okay, that's not going to happen. Right? So you have to kind of narrow them into, reality sometimes. Not too much, because there's certain things we can do with special effects. But the writing part, that's the biggest part of the whole thing. It's not, editing is, that's a big chunk. Editing takes a long time. But the hard part about this age group is the writing. They'll come back to me and they'll have a page and a half. We're finished. I go, no, you're not finished. You're not finished. I need a beginning, middle, and an end. And it has to make sense. So we teach them how to write scripts, which ends up being able to write short stories and things like that. So that's the hard part, is the writing. So we're spending a lot of time on that. But it's year-round, just year-round.
Well, as a language arts teacher, I'm excited to hear about again this real world application for writing and for communicating, and you know, sit down and write a few words and call it done. Oh no, we got to get back. We got to get back to it. So I think that the application for this, in terms of moving on, these are all middle school kids, or these are all elementary school kids heading into middle school, and so as they move through middle school, high school, and becoming college ready. Is that something that they talk with the kids about? Is the possibility for careers in broadcasting?
Actually, they do, especially at the middle and high school levels. This is where the broadcast teachers really shine, because once they've got these kids hooked in and they're really interested, we had, the children want to move forward. And St. Pete College, along with all the other institutions here in our area, offer classes that the kids can take, and they can even do it before college in pre-college classes. That's a lot of why we wanted to move to the Digitorium, because then the college can show them, well, this is what else you can do if you want to go on in this field. So this is keeping them going, keeping them in education, and keeping them academically moving on their adventure.
All right. So the teachers talk about how they share career opportunities. Let's hear from them.
I have some students who are older now, and this is they've come back a visit, and they've chosen some film programs in high school, and a few have totally changed their dreams. They're they went from wanting to do this to wanting to be in broadcasting or different things. It's definitely makes a difference, and something they get introduced to, and something they think about they didn't think about before. So
You're allowed to submit so many comedies and things like that. So we have the kids sell their ideas. But one day, after we've been there for a month and a half, we'd be big groups that sits around the library, and we do a sell we do, because I did a lot of television for NBC, CBS, and we're trying to sell our thing. It's kind of doing a pilot. So they get up and go, here's what my story is going to be about. And they give us a TV guide synopsis of it. So we get an idea, and I go, okay, so what's the kicker? What's going to happen here? And they try to sell the story to the people. And it's not just an audition. The kids actually help them. What can we do to make it better? And some of the kids will give ideas, so that they'll adding together for the creativity, which is really fun.
So excited to hear him talk about the collaboration, because of course the ability to collaborate and share ideas, take others' ideas and expand on your own is definitely part of the 21st century learning skills that we are trying to embed. So this is
absolutely
amazing.
And the fact that what I was so excited about the night of the actual Emmas was when they brought with them those 4 students that had been helping them, that were now in high school, that were at Perkins.
Yeah.
And I introduced them to the folks over at the college who had information about pre-college classes. They must have talked with her for 15 minutes. So there are so many opportunities for these children that they can go forward and do what they want to do, and it's not that difficult. And it keeps them excited about their education and wanting to stay in school.
And it's great that we're expanding our partnership with SPC and St. Pete College, and exposing our Pinellas County school students to what the college has to offer for them. We are talking about the Emma Awards that occurred here in the end of May, and these are elementary school students who have worked all year creating videos and submitting them, and for show, and we are going to actually get a chance to take a look, Laura, at some of the work the kids have done.
Yes.
So you said that there's 11 categories,
yes.
And we pick how many winners in each category?
There's 3 winners, first, second, and third place.
Mm-hmm.
And when we present it to the children the night of the ceremony, they'll see all of their names in light at the same time, but they won't see who won what. And then it will be the third place winner is, and that's a surprise, and they get to see their video as they're walking up and they come across the stage. And then they get their trophy. And this year we were very lucky because you were very sweet and helped me hand out the trophies, which was great. And then they walk back off the stage. Or they'll speak to Sean, because it's a big deal. Sean is like this superstar who was a student from Pinellas County Schools, and here he is in broadcasting and doing a very nice job of it. So, and then
and Sean was our MC for the evening.
Yes, he was.
All right.
And he did very nice. He does a nice job. and then then we'll do second place, and then finally, by then the first place winners know, and you can hear the audience, they're all tittering, going, ah! And then they come up, and they usually bring the whole group. Now, it can be anywhere from one student. We had one group there was 10 of them on the stage.
They were all looking for a trophy.
Oh, they were all.
One trophy per movie.
Yes. But they all did get a medal.
They did.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
The medals we order so that every child, no matter how many there are, has something to keep for the work that they did that year.
And then the school holds onto the trophy in their
Yes.
department to show the kids for next year. So we then, after we have the first place winners in all the categories, so we break the categories down by grade.
Yeah, we did K through 2 first, and then in the same category, 3 through 5. And
Well, that's fair. So we don't have the big kids always taking it away from the little kids.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And actually, this year we had more K through 2 videos than we had last year or the year before. So it's building, and which was really very nice, because it's nice to see K through 2 in almost every category. And some of them it's a little tough. Like K through 2 doesn't do comedy very well, or just it's a hard concept.
Yeah.
But most of them they had K through 2, and not just 1 but 3. So it was really good. This show.
So then when we all come together, we have, of the first place winners, K2 Best in Show.
Yes, we did.
And a 3-5 Best in Show. And so let's take a look at what the kids put together. So these are the 2 video clips that won Best in Show.
Yes.
So we have here Kindness Week.
And that's K through 2.
And then we have the bicycle ramp, which was
The 3 through 5, and it was the best of show.
It was the Best of Show in what category?
Instructional.
Instructional.
Yes.
It might have also gone for comedy.
Yes, it might have. Wait till you see.
Okay, so here we go. Kindness Week and the bicycle ramp.
Kindness is doing something nice for other people. Kindness can make people feel happy.
It's Kindness Week at Davis Elementary. Let's see what our Davis scholars are doing.
One way that you can be kind is to always be nice and helpful to your friends, and you can help them holding the door open for people when their hands are full. Kindness is about sharing with others and being happy for others. Kindness counts no matter what you do. Listen to others and try and help them when they need it. For Kindness Week, you can show kindness by helping people in your class with their work. Kindness rules the world. If you are not kind, you might not have any friends. If you are kind, then you will have lots of friends. I think it's important to be kind because when you treat others meanly, no one will want to be your friend. But if you're nice and helpful, lots of people will want to be your friend. You can be kind by helping others when they have a problem. Kindness can make people happy. Be nice to a good friend. If you are not kind to people, they may not want to be your friend. You can help someone if you see them being bullied. Don't be a bystander. Don't just stand there and watch them. Help them out. Being nice and kind can help you make new friends and meet new people. If someone drops their book bag, you can be kind and help them pick it up. I think we should always be kind to one another and always treat others the way you want to be treated.
Hi, my name is Zach, and today I'm going to show you how to build a sweet bike ramp. All you need is some wood and power tools, and you're ready to go. Now, I give you the ramp. Let's talk safety. All you need is knee pads, elbow pads, and a helmet. Don't forget your trusty bike, and now it's time for the jump. To make the jump, you're going to need a lot of speed. 2 words of advice. Make sure to have the closest hospital phone number in your pockets. Well, there's the ramp, and we're ready to go. anywhere else.
Well, those are adorable. And we have the students from Kindness Week was from Lila Davis.
Yes.
And then Bike Ramp was from Perkins.
Yes.
So how do you select the best in show?
Well, the best in show is actually the video that has the highest point value. And usually it's always a first place winner. But the first place winners have a tendency to, because the point value is 0 to 5 points, it's tenths of a point separate them. So you have to calculate down, way down, to make sure that we have the very high, the best with the highest point value.
And Perkins did have quite a few winners. I got to mention, Fugit had a lot of winners.
They had a lot of winners.
Yeah, so they did a really great job there working with their kids. So we have the ones that win the points and do formally, but then sometimes there's some that just are too darn cute. And so one of my favorites that we're going to show now is called Pranks Gone Wrong. And let's take a look at that one.
Okay.
First place goes to? That's correct. For Pranks Gone Wrong.
Bro, I've seen these YouTube prank videos. They're so funny. We should try them on our teacher.
Yeah, what should we do first?
Let me think. Oh, what about the old water bucket prank?
What's that?
That's when you get a bucket, fill it with water, tie it to a door, and then when the teacher walks through, she gets soaked.
Yeah, let's do that.
There's water in it. All we gotta do is tie it up to the door.
Hi, boys.
What happened? The water prank didn't go very well yesterday.
Tell me about it.
Let's try the fake snake prank.
What's that?
It's when you get a fake snake, put it in like something like a book. When the girls walk by, they get scared.
Let's do that.
Hey, the girls are coming.
Hey, ladies, come check out my book.
Hey, stop. Is your head okay?
Just lumpy.
What about we do the whoopee cushion prank?
What's that?
It's when you put a whoopee cushion on a chair. When somebody sits on it, they make a tooting sound.
Fine, but you do it this time because I keep getting in trouble for it.
Okay. Hey, ladies, have a seat. How'd you do that? I didn't even blow it up yet. Sorry. Ew! Whoopee cushion prank didn't go very well yesterday.
Tell me about it.
Let's try the soda prank.
What's that?
That's when you get a soda can, shake it up, give it to a person, and when they open it, it explodes.
Let's do that.
But guess what?
Awesome.
Hey, Tony, you want a soda? Yeah, sure, guys.
Here you go.
Thanks, guys. What happened?
I don't know.
Well, I guess those pranks didn't go very well, did they?
Tell me about it.
Well, let's do YouTube videos fail stunts.
What's that?
That's when you get on the roof and ram a bike down it. What?
I think those guys have a great comedy career ahead of them.
Yes,
That's quite a duo.
Because they really understand comedy.
Yes, they do. They really do. And there's, the straight man is adorable. He really gets it. These kids are all elementary school kids.
Right.
And so what has been the high school and middle school involvement, and what would we like to see next year?
Well, next year I would love to see the high school and middle school kids want to come to our ceremony, because the stage part is so wonderful. And we have people at the Digitorium, if we can get the Digitorium again, who want to help us make it even cooler. And it'll sort of be like the Oscars, because we can make red carpet, the whole 9 yards. So I'm hoping for a total involvement with the kids, so that they all are enjoying the fact that they have done a very good job, because this is important, and it's an amazing accomplishment, and they need to know how proud of them we all are.
Absolutely. So we have some final thoughts from our teachers, so let's hear from them.
The Emmas are great for the kids to see other movies and see what other students are doing, and then kind of they like to compare themselves, and just, it's nice to see where you fall. So they definitely a good program.
It's a fun thing at the end of the year, because, at my school we have productions all year round. I just finished a huge, original musical about 2 weeks ago, and the Emmas is a nice way to chill out the end of the year. Like today we had, we showed all our shows at school. We had to do 2 viewings to fit everyone in the theater. Our show was like an hour and a half, with all the videos that they put together, and the kids at school love it. They see what's being produced just by children, and the kids sat through the whole thing, to about 600 kids, and they just went crazy with it. Just loved it.
Well, Laura, thank you so much for your hard work and your team. I know that you have folks that do help you with this, and really appreciate your creativity and drive in making this happen, and we'll look forward to more fun next year.
Absolutely. It's our pleasure.
Thank you for joining us today as we learn more about the Emmas and the fun that our kids have had in producing them. We're going to have more to share with you next year, and as we have closed out this school year now, we'll look forward to sharing more exciting activities in the digital learning department next school year. Have a great summer.